Oh, he's still here? The important thing is to remember that we are still sponsored by, I am going to draft a Death Knight, and this time, I'm gonna get good Death Knight cards, right? I think Shaman. I think it's Shaman. I don't think Hunter's really all that good. Or is Shaman? I think that's a lot of good cards. Hunter's fine. Well, one of these cards does something. The other two, alas, they do not. Giving up multi-streaming on YouTube? The restreaming software causes a lot of problems with the audio. Until I find a workaround for it, I have to like stream without music if I simulcast, or they have to like find a way to get me to allow me to mute the audio, the desktop audio, the Chrome audio. What's up, Bluefish? All right, let's grab Pyrotechnician. Ooh, an Army of the Dead. That card's good. Lori. Speaking of Army of the Dead, that lady is the head of the Army of the Living. Because, well, she's not a disgusting skeleton. Hope life is good. Hope the dog and the husband are good. I hope you are good. And let's take this Army of the Dead. Good effort. Good job. Good effort. Good effort. Good job. Let's take this Hog Rancher. Like playing with my hog. I don't see why I wouldn't want to put a hog in my deck here. Let's see. The Kings were down 4-2. What's the score now? 4-4? Oh my goodness. That's so much better. Dowdy scored. Byfield scored. And Kopitar scored. Beautiful. Let's take a Storm Strike. That's pretty cool. I'm going to take Death Strike here. Cultist is a good card too, but I just think Blood is better than Frost in general. So let's grab it. Harmonic Metal or Proto Drake. I guess I don't currently have any of the cards that specifically make Harmonic Metal good, but I'd like to get some. Alright, we'll take a Proto Drake. I like this card. I like this too. Let's just take a big shitter. There's some Death Rattle Matters stuff for Death Knight, especially if you're Unholy. And that could end up being a good card. Corpse Bride, I enjoy. All good here. How about yourself? Pretty good. I was working a little bit this afternoon on some more YouTube stuff. I rode my bike and I realized halfway through my bike ride, it's too cold to be out riding my bike. Bike riding season is going to be coming to an end soon, I think, for me. It's too freaking cold. I think Eye of Chaos is probably the third best card in here, but I kind of want it. All right, we're Shaman. We can actually get the 4-mana 4/4 Taunt. So let's take it. Ooh, Scorpion, please. I like Turn the Tides. I like Jazz Bass, but I love it. I'm not so sure if I love it. The Scourge, drafted in my very deck. Well, don't mind if I do, but I do take that. What do we got here? Cost less for each corpse you've spent. I actually really like this 3. I mean, I don't like it, but I think it's very good in this meta, with Mage as good as it is. We have how many ways to spend corpses? 2 fat ways to spend corpses, which is good. All right, let's take it. It could be like a 3-mana 8/8. Could be a 0-mana 8/8. No more bike. I'm still gonna bike. I didn't wear my gloves, but I was wearing like a nice rain jacket. I could put on a heavier jacket, maybe. It wasn't. Yeah, you know what? Bike season's still alive. Halfway through the bike ride seems like a bad time to realize that. Yeah, you know what? You're right. You're right about that. Right at the start or even before you go, that's a better time. But it didn't rain, so that's kind of... Sometimes I've been caught out in the rain, and that's less pleasant. I was going to look something up. What was I going to look up? Oh, I wanted to check something real fast. Don't mind me. All right, I'm going to take the Stitch Giant. Well, I need 2s. I have no weapons, correct? But I am in 2 classes that can get access to weapons fairly often. It's great to have it. All right. Let's grab the 2. We said there is some Death Rattle synergy. We have Containment Unit, which is huge. That's it. The other card's kind of below. 35 and Rainy is just about the worst. Yeah, I don't know how cold it got. Probably it was like 40. Doesn't look like there'll be any rain until next week. Actually, today, tomorrow, and Sunday it gets down to about 27, 28 at night. But then the following week it doesn't drop below like 50 at night even. So maybe we can still have bike season for another couple of weeks. I like that weather. I like the weather. Not so much when I'm outside. Whoa, what the hell? Timeout. Am I drafting a Dreads deck over here? I mean, I'll probably need another Titan before we can say definitively yes, but a Titan, a Scourge? That's pretty crazy. It's cool to ride during winter. If only you have a well-suited bike for that. Have you seen this, man? Graham, how are you? PJ has COVID. Are you okay? I've been worried about you. Been worried sick. All right, let's go Rolling Stone here. I don't love it. We go Neophyte or do we go Forager? Spending corpses again is good. You know, I'm going to take it, but I do want ones and I do want twos. It is a great 1 or a great 2 for fueling our corpses. You know what? I'm chickening out. I'm taking it. Oh, man. I mean, our deck's heavy, but I like Son of Hodir. All right, only 2s. Actually, I'll take this 3. I do think this is pretty good. A Flame Tongue I'm not super high on. I think it's kind of doo-doo. Who needs 2s when you got all the rest? True. Good point. All right, well, I don't want that 8. Jam Session's a little dicey when your curve is bad. I think I'll actually just take Dunk Tank. I'll take Dark Transformation, will I? I have no undeads. I have very few undeads. All right, we'll take Harmonic Metal. I need just 2s. Make my cards cost 2. Yimjar's pretty good, though. That's a good 3. We're getting good 3s, at least. I'll grab Possessifier. It's the best and cheapest card here. I'll take a Gnome Muncher. I mean, I need 2s. I don't like this too much, and I love this 3, but I need cards that have 2 in the mana symbol. Tomb Guardian's another way to eat corpses. This card's kind of nice, but I don't know. I feel like I don't have that many spells. It's probably going to be hard for me to activate that. Let's take Tomb Guardians. Oh, Plague Strike is absolutely maybe the best card we can get offered in that spot. Let's take Coaster to maybe help us catch back up. And I guess Eulogizer, just to kind of like not fall as far. Like we could forge it on 2, right? Maybe. So much for being vaccinated. I too have COVID. The vaccination decreases the risk of serious infection. Well, I'm sorry you both got sick. Is Smalls okay? Let's start a prediction here. People love predicting. And before Dreads comes complaining about Red's deck. Yeah, we finally get a deck a quarter as strong as his 3rd weakest deck. And like, he's probably going to come in here hooting and hollering. Hope everybody's doing well as we get started on tonight's stream. I will repeat, I just want to mention that today's stream is in fact sponsored by Ant Legion still. If anybody wants to download the game and get their queen to level 5, it will help us out. They're going to give us $4 for that. If you take part in a raid, I think you have to get to level 7, which does take a little longer. They're going to give us an extra $2 for that. And then if you get an orange ant, they're going to give us $12. So I just want to throw that out there. If anybody wants to help out the stream without spending any money, just spending a small amount of time, you can do it in under 5 minutes from what I understand. So just a heads up. I'm going to get the deck tracker on screen because I know that people like crap like that. Get your queen to level 69, and that'll get you more than 4 buckaroos. How do you get the orange ant? You have to buy, well, okay, so the ant I think you actually do have to buy. Sly, good to see you. In the top, there's a little clam promo. Don't feel obligated, but I think it's part of a bundle. I think you can unlock it other means, but I'm thinking here. Just doing a little bit of thinking. I think it costs like $5, and then they'll give me $12. Now again, don't feel any obligation, of course. Good morning, Redbeard. What's up, Jordy? Boy, this is not going well for me. Pyrotechnician. I kind of need to shoot that, or do I need to shoot this? Shoot there, then he just chops it. I'm just gonna die to all this stuff anyway, right? Okay, maybe we can get, I don't know what. We'll see. We get to draw a new card every turn, right? But yeah, I'm not sure if you can unlock it just by playing. I think you can, but I think it takes like a week or something. I think it takes like a long time. Depending on how much you play. Maybe you could do it in a couple days. I don't know. I don't imagine that everyone here is grinding ant game. Death Strike. I need to kill this, but I can't. I simply can't. I mean, like, killing this and then chopping that, that's probably, like, okay. Well, that's not okay. Have to shoot that. Trade. Whack me off the board. Hopefully the buff goes here. That's not great. Alright, I mean, maybe it's better than a totem, right? Hi, Redbeard. What's up, Fire Dragon? Good to see you. We got Jordy here. We got Sly. We got the Chicken Man himself.
I'm gonna win big.
What'd you have for dinner? I made taco meat yesterday. I'm gonna be eating tacos for like the next 4 days. I'm glad you said board. Yes, the board. The board. Beard, the board. Okay, we draw the Shaman Titan. And then we're back in this, right? Okay, that unfortunately does nothing.
Fireworks? I sure hope they do.
I'm gonna say we may need a fire sale.
Your soul is mine.
It's possible he doesn't have a bloodlust here. Is there such thing as a taco pizza? I think so. I think so. Oh yes, the 8 legs is on today. Tarantula Graham, aka 8 legs. It's pretty bad for me. I feel like I've been saying that a lot this game. I have no way to break his weapon. Is also, you guessed it, pretty bad. Oh. Okay, so we were behind on turn 1, and every turn following until turn 8. Deck looks good. Our deck is good. Those times I call 87% of the time. RNG has a way of doing things. It does. It does seem to have a way of doing things that mostly involve fucking me over, but never helping me with the RNG. Okay, that's not true. Maybe it does help me sometimes. He's a mage? So maybe we keep that? Do I not have a weapon? Did I really not? I got offered 1 weapon. I think I have to take it because I just don't have any 2-drops, right? That's really unfortunate, though. I just realized now. Okay, now can I get rid of it? This card should have tradable. Okay. No Ripper, no Staff of the Primus, no any of the 6 great Shaman weapons.
The fallen will serve.
Might get a secret, right? I like the quiz trivia feature on the ants game. I know a surprising amount of info about types of ants. Okay, wait a minute. Something's not adding up. You know a lot of things about ants after playing the game or before playing the game? What the hell? I didn't know you guys knew a lot about ants. Does the game teach you about ants? I kind of feel like it taught me some stuff. Reg, you planning on putting on a couple 12-win runs tonight? I'm thinking about not being greedy. Maybe 1 12-win run and maybe like an 11-win run. Seems like you might be good. What do you think about that? You think that might be fair? Oh my god. An ant enjoyer getting to level 5. That's our 50th ant enjoyer. This chat is the largest formicologist community on Twitch. Wow, that's a great step up from the old title we had of largest fornicating community on Twitch. Dang, they're closely spelled, but they're different. They are different. You know what sucked? That fire sale. Enjoy the $4. I think I'm gonna buy a new streaming camera. I think I'm gonna buy a new streaming camera. Which community beat us out for fornication? Amaranth's community, but it turned out it was just like 3 guys watching her 24.5 hours a day. One guy known as D Reds, I don't know, it's anonymous, but I don't know who that could have been. Dylan Reds. Deformed P, some guy who's P was all deformed, I guess. Not quite sure who that was. You mean Dr. Eds? Precisely. I do mean Dr. Eds. I've done this ant game twice. I downloaded it. Hey, cool. Well, that's great. So your wife is playing, you mean, on the other account? You and the wife playing the ant game together. It sounds, personally speaking, very romantic. Very romantic. Completely on the up and up. Put your faith in the light. I get a 5. Like if I pick up Eye of Chaos, maybe I just shoot this guy. Redbeard, is your answer to this question no? Don't lie. My answer to that question is what? Who made that nerd an 8/8? Tyrion? I think it was someone. Good old so and so. It's surprisingly social. I've made 2 friends in my alliance. Wow, that's great. Did you tell him you were a smoking hot babe from California? Because I feel like in the gamer world, that's kind of a cheat code to making a lot of friends. Sometimes friends you don't even want. Sometimes enemies. Hey everybody, smoking hot babe from California here. 1 friend, please. 1 friend, please. Mrs. Boomy enjoys handling tiny things, thankfully, so she has enjoyed the ant game. Poor Boomy. Poor Mrs. Boomy. Poor future Boomies. I joined a Vietnamese alliance. I don't understand what's going on. You're cultivating the great ant war of 2017. I am role-playing a smoking hot Californian ant. Surf's up, dudes. Let's go get some sugar. Let's go get some sugar, dudes. You know, because ants, they like sugar. They sell ant farms. Wow. Wow. That's how many have you bought this week? You're looking for an ant? They've got it. Want a black ant? I want a red ant. I want a blue ant. We ain't got those yet. Give it time. Just 1 ant, please. How do they price out the ants? Do you pay like per ant or do you pay per thorax? And if there's a, you know, an ant with an extra thorax, you gotta pay extra for it. $5 for the orange ones. Those are my favorite ones to buy. You know, I'm gonna do this because it can't be a 3/3 again for a while. Issue is this gets, well, I guess it doesn't get that much worse. If I draw a minion here, I can just get 2 large buffs. If I don't draw a minion, that kind of sucks. The Titan honestly kind of sucks, but if he's in a world where he has to use damage-based removal, then it's not gonna die. I could say that pretty definitively. I can shoot there, run that in there, run that in there. I guess I don't want it to die this turn because I'm not playing the Eulogizer, huh? There's a type of wasps called the blue ant. That sounds like a false advertising. Just leave a fruit on the table, and you will have more than just 1 ant. True, you got a cheat sheet. You're gonna put the ant store out of business with that type of logic. The fury of the sky. Can you buy a queen and then become a competitor? You probably could. At least it wasn't reverberate, I guess. Oh, that's a 7/7. Yeah, I kind of have to play that, huh? Tweet, tweet. Thank you to another level 5 Ant Queen Enjoyer. That's the thing of beauty. I guess Frost Strike's just not really as good, huh?
This realm of death is filled with sorrow.
I mean, I know I'm eating the corpses. It helps out my future Stitch Giant. It hurts my current Army of the Dead. More than anything, I want to put a 3-mana 7/7 on the board. I like how that ability does 30% more damage than a literal meteor hitting him. Seems rude.
You want to cast a spell?
I want to cast a spell.
Drink with me, friend.
Tumbling Book, you little shit. If I do this, he just eats up the whole board, and then he pings here. So that doesn't seem very good. If I do this, and he doesn't have another Hex/Reverberate type effect, maybe it does something? I missed Rolling Fireball. How much damage would Rolling Fireball have to do now, instead of 8 damage? I played a mech, an undead, an elemental, a murloc, and a beast. A dragon will tick this up one more. You're gonna try and gaslight me into thinking this isn't an absolute monster of a draft. Chat, whoever picked Dreads complaining on the first message won the pool. Yeah, we set up bets. No, I wouldn't. I think this is a below average deck. I think this is below average. At least compared to your usual decks, only one Titan. Guy usually has at least 2 Titans. And frankly, in my opinion, it ain't right. It ain't right.
Rise and serve your king.
It ain't right. I thought he was gonna call you a rude name in the first message and complain in the second. Haven't sniffed a Titan's butthole in weeks. Yeah, well, that's good. Considering how much of your own butthole you're probably forced to smell, it's probably good. There's a limit on how much butthole sniffing you ought to do. That's what I think. Got him. How are you, Dreads? You doing okay? This is gonna be TMI, but you know what? Let me just stop you there. That sentence is already TMI. Anything else probably will qualify for criminal charges against you. Look what the cat dragged in, Dreads. What did I say, Redbeard? You won the pool. We owe you $864. We owe you the entire Ant Queen fund.
Welcome.
Overexposed.
UKM.
Speaking about sniffing farts, how are you? I was looking at your Instagram posts. That food looked delicious, as it typically tends to look, you know. But I thought it really looked great. Just dandy. How are you? I'm doing okay. Playing a little Hearthstone with my friends. Do you think I'm known as Crappy Pants at the gym? I wouldn't be surprised. Sometimes I take a dump before the gym. You can only get about 85% clean. Then after cardio, I get a whiff, and you know, I don't know, but I can imagine. I won't imagine, but I will be calling the authorities, like I said, on you. I had such a bad sleep last night. I had a nightmare. I'm in a living nightmare right now, reading Dreads' messages. I'm in a living nightmare.
Marches on the realm of the living.
Dreads, why are you like this? That's a damn good question. It's a damn good question from a damn fine woman. Should I have not played that? I guess, I could have forged. But either way, I'm kind of getting screwed. Like, I mean, it's always going to trigger. I bring a towel with me at the gym.
Welcome.
That man himself?
Thanks to @BB24 sottolineatura mamba sottolineatura forever for my sub gift.
This is the play and it makes me want to barf. Thank you so much, Statman, for the 40 months. How are you, my friend? I was waking up from my nap before the stream and I thought to myself, I hope that I see the Statman today. He is my friend and I care about him. And boom goes the dynamite. Thank you so much, Statman, for the insane support as always. Got some moves to do. I don't know if it's right. Dreads, would you have coin forge there? I want the forge. I don't want to float the mana. I don't have enough corpses if I need to shoot. Hey, Crazy, what's up, man? I can't believe it. I'm in Oregon, where I live. Statman is at his house, not on a cruise around the world. I appreciate the words, but 100 bits isn't dynamite. It's $1. No, that's dynamite. It's dynamite. I'm gonna invest that $1 in a lotto ticket, win it, and I'm gonna turn it into 158 million. Think about that. Think about that, my friend. I absolutely, positively hate when people do this to me.
I can be very persuasive.
When you're going first, you shouldn't be allowed to play Doomkin on curve. I really don't think you should. Really annoying. We call those stats. That's a stat right there. That's a statistic. $1 in a dream. I got $1 in my pocket. Sounds better than whatever Dreads has got brewing in his back pocket. Ugh. I thought you invested in an orange ant. Hashtag ad. I should probably buy an ant for myself, but I didn't. I always forget, and I don't know if I'm allowed to. I probably should. But I don't download the game through my own link. I probably should. So, you know, just make sure it works, you know. How's Monty doing? How's his kid? He has 2 kids, and I'm under the impression they're both doing quite well. Dreads is here now. He's telling us disgusting stories about himself. The new kid. Yeah, he was just chatting. I don't know. Maybe he'll grace us with his presence again. That one. Second best target, honestly. Actually, I buffed up the corpse bride. Wow, that's insane. I almost got this down too. They're both kids, so unfortunately that's a thing. What's a thing? Being kids?
I have seen all futures.
Being kids?
Yours ends here.
I don't care about this. Being his kids? Oh, they're both his kids. So who's that unfortunate for? Him or them? I mean, they have Amanda to counteract the Dreads portion of DNA, right? So that's nice. I'm carrying the load, and Amanda is relaxing all day. You know she lurks in here sometimes, and sometimes she asks me, she'll message me on like Instagram, she's like, hey, is Dread said anything stupid today? She kind of stopped for a while after I kept saying like, well, you know, of course. But I will be reporting that to her. So go ahead and get the couch. Go ahead and get the couch ready. Hitchhiker's Guide says you always need a towel with you. I need a towel with me right now. Dealing with this sexy chat. You know? Well, with the sexiness. Want to play this, but I can't.
Taking my shot. Would I lie? I do.
I mean, it's still even kind of good on the next turn, right? My 2 favorite streamers are Zach and Monty. Monty! My 2 favorite streamers are, Amaranth and Amaranth's VOD channel. Just kidding. I don't know. I mean, I definitely watch the most Dreads. Dreads probably has to be on the short list, considering how long I've watched and how much. By far, the most I've watched any channel. Other channels like honorable mentions. I mean, I always like Cheese and Puncation, Super Mario.
Fireworks? I sure hope they do.
Super Mario 64 streamers. Hey Red, what's up, Zelly? Do timeout links? I have something relevant. We do not. Asmodai and Pizza? I like those guys too. I like Wobble and Sunny. I think Wobble and Sunny are pretty cool.
My brood will survive.
You serve well.
Didn't he thank me, like, when he got lucky at some point in this game? I kind of remember that.
No mistake.
Amaranth is collaborating with a beer company to brew a new flavor using her vaginal yeast. That is foul. That is not good. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm reading the replies. Is this like not open to replies? What's going on here?
The light shall bring victory.
I want to read. I'm sure there are funny replies. I barely know how to use this website. Can I like click this? He's a what? I can't see. Priest Druid? I think I'll roll. I have a lot of 3s. I'm gonna roll for 2. It showed up in my feed because Sun quote tweeted it. Yeah, right. Right, Sun did that. Yeah. Hey, thank you, Statman, for the bombastic 100 bits. The booming 100 bits. Kaboom! Why would you do that to us? You just read it out loud with no warning. I didn't know that Dreads was... I guess that was my fault. I should have known that Dreads was disgusting and weird. I fucked up. Replies are golden. It's mostly people going, huh? Yeah, it's, I wouldn't drink that. I don't really like beer in general. Oh my god, I just couldn't imagine. Like, you're like, oh, let's try this beer. Like, what's it? How'd they brew it? Oh, it's, Amaranth's vaginal yeast. I'd have to do a spit take. Like a cartoon over here. Thank you, Statman, again for the 100 bits. Why is this the world we live in? You know, it's kind of interesting now. Hear me out. It's just kind of interesting to see if this is like a fruitful promotion they do. Like, will people actually buy that? I don't know. Then I wonder... Okay, never mind. Actually, I'm not going to make that joke. Not going to make that one. What is the bro talking about? Vaginal beats, not beats. Yeast. Get it right. I get the revulsion. It's not really that weird. There's yeast everywhere and they just cultivate it like anything else. I don't know if it's like any other yeast. I don't really know that much about the inside of vaginas. Vaginal beats, is that a new headphone? Well, I'd sooner wear the headphones than drink the beer. People are gonna savor every drop, dude. Zelda, you don't know anything about beer or vaginal yeast. Would you sniff the beer, though? No, I don't like beer. I like to drink a nice relaxing glass of whiskey from time to time. But if you told me it was made with, like, corn that was shoved up amaranth or something, mashed corn paste, I'd be like, no, I don't want to drink that one. Thank you. Favorite hard drug? Arena, man. There are no drugs harder than Arena. Conversation went off the rails fast. Dreads comes in here, and he puts us down a dark path. I'm just here trying to get better at gaming. A whiskey drink is nice, but what about a larger drink, a lager drink? I drink a whiskey drink, I drink a lager drink. Is that the song? Is that what you're doing? People pay so much money to drink coffee. Pooped out of a civet's butt. What is this? What is that? Sorry? What are those words? I'm actually dying over here. It's like a cat. Oh, I may know what that is, actually.
The Lich King.
No. Oh, what is this thing? This is not a cat. This is like a hyena or something.
The blight begins.
All will serve me in death.
I don't know, man. I think that would give me a bellyache to eat that. It's a Death Knight and a Death Demon Hunter. Let's keep these, maybe. I don't know. It's like, am I going to have 4 corpses to play that on turn 4? Probably not. Everybody download the Ant game and get the Orange Ant right now. Dreads. Download the game and get the Orange Ant right now. Also, I'm going to get Rayquaza right now. Watch this. Oh, that's not good. That ain't what you want to see.
Death marches on the realm of the living.
Esper. Beldum. Beldum is right. Okay, hold on. One more for me. One more for the hero. Charge it, bug. That one's stupid. Actually, I hate that one. Follow me.
No, that's not right.
Oh my god, is this really my turn? This doesn't do anything. And overloading sucks, so. I sent the tweet to Amanda. She is in shock. She's shocked that her husband was looking up this smut. Now, see what she says when you tell her you already ordered 6 cases or whatever. You already ordered 6 cases of it, and you're gonna ditch the Pokemon selling job and start selling bootleg Amaranth product. How long can this go on for? Hopefully not too long. Do you know this one? Yes, I know this one. I don't hate it as much as I hate most things. You don't have to play it, but okay. Sometimes you gotta play. That's a 6/6 plus a 3/3. I mean, I'm far enough behind. Maybe it helps set up a better Titan. I like this song. It's one of my old playlists. It seems like a Dreads kind of song. Hater of Radiohead, enjoyer of 30 Seconds to Mars. Diss. At least my ads are keeping up with the topic. Just got one for chlamydia. That's good. They're probably listening to us, listening to you, dreading listening to Dreads.
My pain doesn't compare to your blade.
I'll listen to this when I drink beer. Is this ever better than the Titan? And it's a full clear. The Titan kills... It's actually not a full clear.
Death calls.
I do.
Okay. Rabbit, if you played my favorite Zephyr song, I would not be mad about it. Is your favorite Dire Maker? Because that might be my favorite. I forget. I feel like that was your favorite. Is your maker? Your maker? It's just a stupid dragon. Jared Leto's 50 and he looks like he's 25. Does he? That's nice. Better than the alternative, I suppose. Is he hitting this? I'm shooting it for 20. Do I have any overload cards in my deck? I don't have any. Who's Jared Leto? Jared Leto's the singer in this band. He's also an actor. He played the Joker in the DC Suicide Squad version, I think, wasn't it? He's also in, what, Dallas Buyers Club and some other stuff. Apparently he's like a big weirdo and a big jerk, from what I understand. Wait, what happened here? Yeah, he's crazy talented and weird and a jerk. That's not good. Infinitize. I mean, I didn't have anything I could use this turn for it. I don't think. But, you know, that was pretty unfortunate. The Titan and the Scourge. Don't worry, my RNG will always balance out in the end. As we just saw on full display. Don't worry. Order. Sorry, I had to say it. Well, the order doesn't matter, though. I know you get a lot of joy in writing order, but sometimes, honestly, it makes you look a little foolish. Because it doesn't matter, the order there. Because we have no minion to shoot and no overload cards to draw. Hey, you know? I spat up a little when that thing killed your Titan and hurt you. Jared Leto got an Oscar for Dallas Buyers Club. Yeah, he was good, wasn't he? Chat is never foolish, Red. The thing is, chat can't hurt me. I want my 4 cubes back. I opened Nico. I was trying to record a Nico conquest, but I got pissed off. He looks foolish and not like a complete fool. Well, there's that saving grace, I suppose. Alright, there's a chance I can kill him. Army of the Dead. That just reduces the amount of targets on the board, doesn't it? Unfortunately, I can't get this down. 1, 2. Yeah, it's just a 50-50 now, right? I deal with backseating in Battlegrounds. Isn't it a lot worse? Me? Well, I don't stream Battlegrounds. Backseating in a game that you're not as good at is less annoying because you're oftentimes people are trying to help you. The issue with something like Battlegrounds is like, or backseating in general, is like a lot of times people just aren't very good. So like they're giving you bad advice, but if you're not that good, then you don't know it's bad advice. But I learned like within my first like 2 weeks of streaming to not listen to Twitch chat when it comes to plays, because everybody would suggest a different play and they were all bad and they were all worse than mine. So I realized pretty quickly on that like chat likes to say plays, but they don't oftentimes know what's going on. 50-50 lethal Redbeard. Thank you for another Queen Enjoyer level 5. Queen Enjoyer. Alright, we got a 50-50 again. I think this one will... Wait, I'm overloaded. It can't be 50-50 then. Is this better? Should I just take this? Or should I play like this? 1, 2, 3. Puts him to 3. I mean, that's pretty good too, isn't it? Am I crazy? Maybe that's stupid. Maybe I'm too afraid. But if he puts down just 1 minion here, then it's better odds for me, right? I feel like you should hero power every turn and just save your cards. What if you need them for something else they play? Hero powering would be bad because it does nothing. Playing the cards is good because it removes things from the board. Or forces him to do things or die. So like, hero powering and not playing Rag is like the worst thing you could possibly do. Because I'm trying to kill him. And if I don't play my cards, then his minions just live, and then they kill me. So that doesn't make a lot of sense. But one of the worst things you can do is play around things that like your opponent doesn't have, and then increase your chances of losing by playing around like, well, of course he's going to play something, but sometimes he's going to play a victorious Vrykul, or he's going to play, you know, a graveyard shift. People oftentimes fear that like their opponent is always going to have the perfect answer, and even though it feels that way, a lot of the time it really isn't, especially when they only have 1 or 0 cards. It's easy to fall into a value trap where getting more value can cost you the game. Yeah. In a spot like that, it's like, you know, we don't have very valuable cards either. It's not like we're putting down like 5 2/2s and then passing the turn, right? We're just playing our last remaining cards. They have fewer cards and much less health, so they have to draw literally like the perfect card every turn and win a bunch of rag 50-50s, which they were winning the 50-50s. Vast majority of the time, they don't win the 50-50s. Well, okay, that's not true. They don't win multiple 50-50s in a row, and they just die, and then you win the game too. So you give yourself multiple outlets for winning the game. I do this every game, but my experience shows the last card is always the perfect Titan. I don't know what that means. What are you doing with that insane deck in EU? Give me a break. Was that you, Sabo? Oh my god, I'm sorry, Sabonis. I'm sorry, man. I bought this one from Dreads I bought it for a discount. 17 cents. If they have AoE and you play around it, they'll just play it when you don't. Yeah, so when you can play against, when you can play around AoE, like, if you have 4 5/5s on the board and you're holding 2 5/5s and your opponent's at 5 and they're a mage and the only way they can come back is by top decking a Flame Strike, then yeah, you can hold your 2 remaining 5/5s. So if they top deck Flame Strike, then you can play your 2 5/5s. And even in a spot like that, sometimes it's still wrong to do it because, you know, they may play a giant taunt and then you have the extra 5/5s, and that can be quite valuable for you as well. But like, there are spots where, you know, your opponent's a warrior and you don't want to play your 1-mana 1/1 because you're afraid of a brawl, you know, or you play your 1-mana 1/1 instead of your 8-mana 8/8 because whatever, you want to develop the board, but you want to have something in case they have a brawl. Maybe brawl's a bad example. But yeah, there are times where you do things like that, but not when you're really far ahead and your opponent has nothing and they're dying. I don't think, at least. That's the beauty of Hearthstone though, right? You can do whatever plays you want, and I can do whatever plays I want. We can all be happier for it. It never lives, huh? But I want to play on curve. I guess I can just kill this guy, and that's pretty good. I had no overload cards the other game. Do I just not have any overload cards in my deck? I don't, huh?
Mother, we seek your counsel. He has heard our plea.
We could do these two. Hit it, chop it, trade it. The important thing to remember is to ant. The important thing is to remember that we are sponsored. Oh, wait, is OE still here? The important thing is to remember that we are still sponsored by Ant Legion. Wait, why didn't I play this last turn? I kind of forgot. Oh no, I used the coin. That's why I couldn't do it. Wait, don't I just heal? I want to play that. I'm gonna play it. I'm not gonna be able to play that. I can play this next turn. Song is a goddamn banger. I love this song. 7 games left to draw it. What am I drawing? The Scourge? Yes.
Your soul is mine.
4 channel support. We should all pitch in and support this nice streamer.
Let's support this nice streamer. Thank you, Statman, for the 100 bits. Very cool of you. Very cool indeed. Quick win. I'll take it. Haven't needed the Scourge yet at this point. Yeah, we have not cast the Scourge. PJ and Dreads are over here crying, and I'm just a regular guy without a Scourge, pretty much. Did we keep the Scourge in the mulligan? I don't think so. Our curve's actually pretty bad. We only have... the only game we've lost is when our opponent played a 2-drop on 1, followed by a 2-drop on 2. and by turn 4 we had like a 0% chance to win. Not to say that we can't get outvalued or whatever, but I think the way you lose is by having a Scourge and a Stitch Giant in your hand and skipping turns 1 through 3. Guys told me that Scourge will raise your deck price from 32 to 35 cents. Hard times for arena streamers. We have to raise our prices. Dreads had 2 decks like this the other day. He does get good decks quite often. But I just take what they give me. I don't really like retiring. I'm not really much of a retirer. It feels worse that I got the buff, but if I didn't have the buff, it would feel pretty good, I think. You guys have prices? Yeah. Yeah. Gotta have prices. And the prices. Gotta be right. Take this. I have no weapons. I have no undead. I guess I'll take this then. You gotta head down to the deck flea market for a and barter for one. Don't buy without a screenshot. Don't buy without a screenshot. You talking to me? Wait, I missed the whole Zeppelin song. Well, that's okay. Ba, 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 ba.
Reporting for duty.
Rude. Yeah, I guess I'll take the Saurian. He's okay. Still going? Don't read this message? What do I think about Linkin Park? I liked Linkin Park when I was younger for a little while, but I didn't love them. I feel like if I went back, I bet the first album is still pretty good. Hybrid Theory? Not really my style, but I bet it's still pretty good. But I remember when that was kind of like a thing, and I was more of a Rage and System fan. So I liked System of a Down and Rage Against the Machine, but not so much Linkin Park.
We do what the living cannot.
Somewhat annoying. Hitting neither of those means he buffs this up and deals 5 to my whole board, and I lose the game. Hard rock for sure. Chester had a great voice. You like System of Down, Rage? How do I not know this? I don't know. I always talk about it. Maybe not the best. Maybe not the best example of Rage being awesome, but maybe the best example.
You win.
Apparently Blink's new album is great. I don't know about that, but I love Enema of the State. Important part is to use our ears. Guess what, buddy boy? I'm going to watch Interpol this Sunday. I saw, oh my god, Demand with the Terrible Smell. How are you, dude? I was in California. I almost hit you up, but then I was so busy. I was there for 3 days. I only have a couple of friends. Demand with the Terrible Smell is one of my IRL friends. It was the man with the terrible smell. Saw Tool last Friday? Cool. My brother wants to see Tool. I'm not a huge Tool fan, but they're supposed to be one of the best live bands.
Past is dead.
I mean, it's cheap. I'm good, dude. I'm going to see them at the Greek. Oh, cool. You know, I don't think I've ever been to the Greek. It's not like 400 shows in LA. I don't think, maybe once. I saw Tool in concert and I was too high. Man, this song's an absolute banger. Text me. Next time you're in town, we'll grab a brew, of course. Do you ever want to come to Oregon? And you like hiking, don't you? You can hike here. My problem is every time I go anywhere, it's because I have to do something. So I'm like never that free. But I mean, for sure. I was down in like Irvine too, so I wasn't really all that close.
The fallen will serve.
Yeah, I'll message you tomorrow. Well, okay. If you don't message me, I'll message you, okay? I'd be surprised if they weren't as good live as Red Hot Chili Peppers, Incubus, or Tool. Who? Interpol? Who are we talking about?
Is mine. No.
What's your actual opinion on growing up in LA as somebody who's never been to the West Coast? I mean, I don't know. I didn't grow up anywhere else. It seemed pretty nice. Growing up in LA, I think, is a broad term. The greater Los Angeles area encompasses like 400 cities. So, like, growing up in downtown LA is very different from growing up in the San Fernando Valley or growing up in, you know, Ventura or you know, Moore Park or Simi Valley or whatever. Like, but like everybody would consider those LA pretty much. I grew up in LA, but it was in the 70s. Hollywood, North Hollywood, Westlake, Burbank. The greater LA area is 33,000 square miles. City life? Well, again, I didn't grow up in downtown LA. I grew up in the San Fernando Valley, which is like suburbs adjacent to downtown LA. And I mean, I think that was a nice place to grow up. It was very crowded. There was always traffic. But there was cool people like the man with the terrible smell there that I could be friends with, so that's nice. Will people just concede again? That could help me out. The 3 damage to all enemies? That's what I want to do. But yeah, I mean, we would go to downtown LA, which was, it was nice to have an area like that so close. So like Jesse and I, that's the man with the terrible smell. Huh. You know, honestly, the Titan has already done his job. I don't have other things. But like we would go to like Echo Park, Silver Lake, sometimes downtown. Go to La Cita a lot. When I talk about reggae punk night, that was at La Cita. We go to like the Hollywood Palladium or the Echoplex. Man, we used to go to the Echoplex so much. Whenever I if you guys follow any of my ever in the Hollywood Bowl, yeah, I saw Radiohead at the Hollywood Bowl, and I saw Queen at the Hollywood Bowl. I saw Stone Temple Pilots at the Hollywood Bowl.
The Lich King versus Magni.
I've got the roast with the most. All will serve me.
I probably went 2 or 3 more times at least, but I'm trying to think who I saw. Yeah, the Bowl's great. I absolutely love the Hollywood Bowl. I used to live a couple blocks from the Hollywood Bowl, and I would hear the bands play like I was there. But it was I was 5 years old. Oh my god, it was probably some incredible band. Had some great amenities and weather without the downtown nonsense. Yeah, there's like a lot to do in the valley itself. We had some good times. I miss you. I took my lady to La Cita recently and it was a blast. Fuck, dude. That's awesome. You think she'd like me? Because if she doesn't, then I need to improve. I need to improve myself. Alright, I'll come down and we'll hang out, okay? It was Queen and James Brown. That's pretty crazy. How many things do I have? Hold on. 4 minions get a buff. Next turn, 2 minions can get a buff, so I can get the buffs no matter what, the full value. These aren't great things to get the full value on, but... The only bowl I've seen is my toilet bowl. Toilet bowl. Yeah, where else did we go? We used to go to Dockweiler Beach, Jesse and I. Go to the beach together. I used to go to his house and play Call of Duty. Go to his apartment. Love that guy. I'm telling you, I only got a couple of friends.
I can be very
Jesse.
persuasive.
Pretty much, you know. He was pretty much my best friend for like, I don't know how long. 5 years? 10 years? I mean, still can be. I just haven't seen him in a couple of years, that's all. You don't need too many friends, just some good ones? Oh, yeah. Well, that was always my thing, and not to, like, toot Jesse's horn too much, but, like, it was always like, well, why go hang out with someone else? You know, he I feel like, had more friends than I did, but I was always like, well, if I'm going out, then he and I and his brother, his brother is a great guy, too. But, like, I didn't hang out with Eric, just the 2 of us, but Jesse and I would hang out, and Eric would be there, like, 30% of the time. 40% maybe. But we go to Simpsons Trivia, and we would go to and we really went out a lot. You heard about the Hollywood Strangler? No, is that a sex move? What is that? Mm-hmm.
Would I lie?
You're next.
Sure. Queen would have been cool to see live. Yeah, I saw Queen perform with Paul Rogers instead of, obviously, Freddie Mercury. They did a tour. I don't know. My dad and I went. That was the only concert I ever went to with my dad. Yeah, I guess I'll kill it. Do I really need to kill it, though? Maybe this is fine.
Fallen will serve.
Like, maybe he buffs it and deals damage to the whole board or something. Only concert so far, true. True. I live alone with my mother in Hollywood, and he tried to come through the window and attack us. Oh, the Strangler. My mother fought him off and ran away. Good to have a stunt woman as mother. Wait, that happened? That's terrifying. I'm going to Seattle next August. Oh, for sure. For sure. Please. August? Oh my god, that's so far away. Alright, if I'm alive, I'll be there, alright? That sounds incredible. Card is detrimental to my plans. Probably Winter's ham. Yeah, you'll be a ham, alright. A real ham. That's a pretty big deal. Was that good? That was pretty good. Seattle? Oh yeah, man. Let's do it. That's great. That's incredible. That'll be the time of my life. I thought he was a paladin. Thought he was a paladin. Mine?
Warmest thanks to you.
Alright, you don't have to comment after everything that happens, especially all this bad stuff happening to me. Please. Brawl. I'll allow you to cast a brawl. As long as my 12-12 wins. Does that kill him? 5, 8, 10. 50-50 right now with this on board. 50-50. Oh, fuck me, dude. I never win a 50-50, right?
For giant kind.
Could I have drawn? I could have drawn Eulogizer. Turn, probably Scorpid. Dunk Tank, Death Strike. Army of the Dead? No, I couldn't have drawn Army of the Dead. Oh, what a debate. 5? I'd have to do this. That's ridiculous. I either win the game or I'm in a better position than if I whip on the Scourge. And we've lost 3 game-winning 50-50s in a row this run. Like, just 50-50 to win the game, right? Or if you're in my side of the town between now and August, yeah, I'll try to go before then. And then definitely Seattle, okay? If you're ever, like, doing, like, San Francisco, too, let me know. Because then I can... It's a little easier for me. But I could do them. I got a death rattle. I didn't get a death rattle. I just have a minion. Oh, I can spread his death rattle. They have a death rattle. Someone's got a death rattle. I was just talking to my girlfriend about you. I miss you, bud. Yeah. Yeah, I'm dating a nice lady. And she knows I only have 2 friends. I wonder what she knows about you. What she remembers. But, what did you tell her about me? Well, actually, you know what? Maybe don't. Maybe you tell me tomorrow. Some of this chat, they don't need to know that much about me. What's my favorite Eagles song right now? Favorite Eagles song. Favorite Eagles song. I know that wasn't a question posed to me, but I don't know. I don't really like the Eagles that much. Those two friends are Sarge and Roxy. What about Sebastian? What about Sebastian the cat? I love it when they smack talk and lose. Yeah, that guy was he was a dirty smack talker. You've heard it all during your vulnerable moment. True. What's your favorite system song? System. Mr. Jack. Let me see. First system album. Oh, you know what I like? The Highway song.
What a day for a backstab.
Thank you to whoever was that a download or yeah, thank you to whoever downloaded. Pretty unfortunate. This hand. Thanks to whoever downloaded and got their queen to level 5. Oh man, Sugar's pretty good. Soil. I think Soil was my favorite song on the first album. Toxicity album. You know, I loved Toxicity when I was a kid, but I wonder if it holds up that well. I think Steal This Album is my favorite System album by a pretty wide margin, I think. I would say my favorite System songs probably all come off of that album. Mr. Jack, Highway Song, maybe. Maybe Ego Brain, Streamline, Inner Vision. A good album, man. I can play a couple of those songs on my drum practice list. Dude, I'd love to hear them. Kill the undead or kill the elemental? I'm not sure if it matters. Intervision is very nice. So back in the day, so that album was titled Steal This Album because everybody was illegally downloading stuff. Hey Zesty, how are you? Everybody was illegally downloading stuff off of Kazaa and LimeWire, and are those what they called? Maybe there was another one. So they released it for free or something. But there was a demo version of Intervision that's my friend downloaded on LimeWire. Our internet connection couldn't download stuff. Wasn't good enough. But he downloaded this demo version of Intervision that was so much better than the finished product, and we both got so upset. We were both so upset when it fully released. It had extra vocal tracks, him doing like the highs, but it was like a master of it without the backing vocals, and it was so much better. And now when I listen to it, I always think it's a little worse. All right, let's throw just one System song on, okay?
Remix secret if you keep it.
Banger. Carnival. Oh, you love Carnival.
Till death do us part.
Isn't there a lead singer in a different band now? System? I don't know. So he wasn't doing that high in the mix my friend downloaded. Or this. It was just the deeper vocal line. It's better. Can somebody like the internet could probably do that now, take it out, right? Can someone take it out and just give it to me? That'd be cool. Babbling book, you screwed me. You screwed me, you stinking cute little book. Can be playing this song on my desk. That's good. You should record that. That guitar rip is so heavy. Okay. I'm gonna listen to this album. So yesterday I said I was gonna throw on try to explore some Redbone music because Come and Get Your Love is such a good song and I didn't know anything else by them, and I put some stuff on and it wasn't good. Nothing else was good. I was disappointed. I recorded myself playing the drums on my steering wheel. Cool. How was my day, Hood, sir? My day was pretty good. I recorded a little bit more YouTube stuff. I rode my bike. It was cold. It was too cold for bike riding, but I was riding. I took a nap. It's like I do pretty much the same thing every day, and I kind of like it. Thank you, DZ, for the raid. Real nice. What it do, ready? Hey, DGen DZ. Hey, did I annoy you with your with what I wrote on your tattoo? I thought it was funny, but it was a cool tattoo. I hope you yeah. Okay, no more System, even though System rules. I missed it. No, I didn't. No, yeah, you just put like a frowny face or something. Which, you know, is quite fair. 4 minions? I guess if it's explosive, I don't lose my guy. Right? Maybe it was like, I mean, it could have been the elemental, right? But thanks for the raid. I hope you had a good stream. I think I was lurking a little bit. Sometimes I just peek my head in there, but I get scared. I get intimidated in there. I don't know. Looks too cool in there, like I don't belong. But lack of sleep has messed up my typing skills. That'll do it. That'll do it. How was your day? Everybody, you asked me how my day was, but you maybe, you know, maybe you and Sarge went on like a nice adventure. Is no swearing chat? No, you can swear. Especially if you're swearing at dreads. You do belong, Red. Do I? We're all gross, just like you. Some of you guys are really gross. You know, talking to dreads, I realized that most of us aren't that gross. We're just kind of like quirky and weird and cute, but dreads is gross. Dreads is gross. He was talking about how he doesn't wipe and then does cardio work. That made me a little ill.
Hogs on the loose.
Could it ever be rigged fair game? Probably not, right? I worry about the balloon champ. Yeah, I worry about him. Oh wait, I could be. Actually, I don't know. I don't want to give him a freezing elemental. I didn't want to get this countered, and I didn't want to give him a freezing elemental with this. I also didn't want to only gain 5. If I'm gonna use it, I kind of want to gain 9. What were you streaming, DZ? Are you doing... I feel like you were doing not Dead by Daylight recently, and not Fortnite. I feel like there was something else. Hades. I didn't see Hades. Okay. I never played that game. People raved about that. I should have checked it out. It looked cool. I watched some people play it. It looked really cool. Tonight, oh, it was Golf with Friends. That's what it was. That's what it was. Yeah, that's when I peeked in, because Dreads did a sponsored stream with Golf with Friends, so I was familiar. I was like, oh, cool. Story deserves a new fucking ending. I could hit the poison. That's pretty bad. Good trade. Play this. But I put him to 7, man. 7's so low. All right, let's see what we get here. I was gonna say I really need hounds. If I do that, I keep my guy. If I do that, I kill an extra 3/2.
Your tale ends.
I mean, it might be an extra. Oh, but I won't get a trigger from this. All right, looks a little wacky. I think I'm gonna do this because I actually take off more power this way. I take off 6 instead of 3. I deal face damage, and then I get a spell that I might be able to cast. Like, I don't know, random shadow priest. Like I could get like a deafen or something maybe. Yeah, I hope you had fun. That game was fun. I didn't play Golf with Friends, but I watched people playing it on Dredge's stream. It was cool. We did have an adventure. We took a really pretty back road to pick up pizza to have dinner with my mom. That sounds awesome. The pizza place messed up our order. Less awesome. So we got a free one. More awesome. And the original one. So we had a beautiful fall drive through the woods. Got 2 large pizzas for $12. And hung out with my mom and drank wine. Okay, that's about as great of an adventure as I could hope to ever have. That's awesome. I'm happy that you guys had a good time. I really am. But one large pizza for $12? That's kind of crazy. There's a good pizza place that opened up like this year or last year. I don't know, relatively recently. It opened up after I moved here. Since having moved here. And they'll sell like a large pizza, but it's huge, for like 25 bucks. But they sell slices. They sell a big slice of pizza for like $5, which may sound kind of like a lot, but it's like at least 2 slices of good pizza. So sometimes I'll go in and get like 2 or 3 slices, and I feel like I'm getting a large pizza for like 10 or 15 bucks. Gotta get some sleep. Okay, DZ, thanks again for the raid. I really do appreciate it. I really do. I really do. Too. Alright, well. This time it's a 1 in 4, but you know. 1 in 4 could be fruitful. Boy, we didn't really need it this turn, but it's nice to win one once in a while. Did we shout out DZ? Everybody follow DZ, but only if you like smoking hot gamer babes playing golf and scary games, and you have to like Lord of the Rings too. Otherwise, I wouldn't recommend that you check out DZ. She has been kind enough to make some contributions to our Discord from time to time as well, which we're definitely not worthy of. Statman.
4channel support.
Completely explosive support. Thank you, man. Thank you for the 100 bits. She brings harmony to the Discord. Yeah. Also just, you know, independent of that, just a nice lady to talk to and watch game. Skilled gamer. Nice human. You're too kind, my friends. Well, I only speak... What the hell's growing on me? I only speak the truth, you know? If you were a jerk, I'd be like, oh, hey. Go watch DZ if you like watching big jerks. I don't know what's on me. Is that toothpaste? What is that? Like donut glaze? Something sticky. I don't know. What did I turn off? Oh, I turned off the deck tracker. Sorry. Thank God I was just wiping up crumbs. Love you, bro. I love you too, as much as a man can love another man. In his Twitch chat in the great state of Oregon, which is quite a lot. Hey, DZ, do you want to download the Ant game, do you think? No Genshin for me tonight, Red. I need sleep today. Don't wait for me. If you play, okay, I might take a day off from Genshin. We'll see. We'll see how Hearthstone goes. We'll see how viewership is. If viewership's low, it kind of doesn't pay to play. Because it's tied to like what our CTV is. What is this Ant game? It's a incredible mobile sponsored game. Where they'll pay us for you know, each person that watches, each person that downloads the game and gets to level 5. You could even do it while watching Lord of the Rings, maybe.
4channel support 10 beers.
Hey, thank you, Bearded Boss. Thank you for the 100 bits. Guys, just a heads up too, we put up a new YouTube short. If anybody wants to check that out, maybe of the greatest pack opening we've maybe ever done. Maybe
@0ss69.
somebody wants to watch that. Maybe hit the like button, leave a comment. I'm gonna go see if anybody's leaving any comments. I'm gonna leave a comment on the comments.
Welcome to dog poop in your mouth.
Holy smokes. Don't make fun now. Oh, spoilers. Sorry. Thank you, Merc, for gifting one to DZ. That is a valuable gifted sub to us in more ways than one. Thank you. And Silas, thank you for the 100 bits. Thank you. I got to 10 wins by coining out a hipster and a hero power on turn 2. You know he's got a potent deck. I actually don't think that's the worst play you can make. Sometimes you have to take a risk. You're going second. Thank you, Statman and Silas. When does this cross over into explosive support officially? Face. Why those two? Actually, that's not so bad because it just kind of juices up my corpse bride. We try to juice it up even more, but I think I just take a 4/4 and a 6/6 here. I think. Oh yeah, I get that too. Bearded Boss.
@statistics 68 and @silas23 faccina con occhiali da sole.
Also Zelda, I saw you floating around. Sorry, chat's moving a little fast. Thank you, Zelda. And DZ, you definitely didn't have to give me 69, but thank you. Bits, thank you very much. Bearded Boss. Statman, DZ. If you played a buff on turn 2, I would understand, or even a follow-up 2-drop. Yeah, but sometimes you have to take a risk, right? I think sometimes you do have to take a risk.
I do.
I don't know if this is right, but I get to clock him. Like, if your draw is bad enough, and let's say you have 10 2-drops in your deck, and you get to discover potentially a 2-cost spell, I think at some point there, it makes sense. Well, I don't think you want to see... Well, maybe you want to see me dancing topless, Abumi. I think there'll probably be other people within the chat that might garner more interest. Thank you, though, for the 100 bits. Thank you very much. I guess we're hyping. I will take this time to accept any and all offerings of US currency. I'm gonna give up a 2-2 so that I can get one more face damage in. I asked you about the Deftones. Yes, you have. I'm not a big Deftones fan. I casually dated a young lady once who was crazy about the Deftones, and every time I came over for certain activities, she wanted to listen to the Deftones. So I said, sure, that's fine. But I was never... That wasn't the biggest draw for me. The biggest draw wasn't going and listening to the Deftones. It was the schmexual intercourse. You know, a healing totem is actually quite good. Because it could stop a Fire Lens portal maybe from killing my guy. You crack me up sometimes. You fly boys crack me up. I keep telling you, I'm not a pilot. And I keep telling you, you fly boys crack me up. I can't remember Zesty's. I remember I thought I knew Zesty's favorite Incubus song, and then I played it one time, and after I, like years later, and this was now probably years ago, and you were like, oh yeah, that one's just okay. I was like, what? Seen Incubus 7 times. Wow, 7? My brother loved Incubus when we were growing up. When he started to like branch out and find his own music, I feel like he liked Incubus more. Like, I don't know if he would still tell you that was one of his favorites, but it felt like to me at the time that he really liked Incubus. Red Rocks looks like an insane venue, and one day I would love to make it there. What's Red Rocks? I don't know that. I looked at Zetsy's mod comment from Tuna. Jaw drops on the floor, eyes pop out. Sound effect of Awooga. Awooga. Places eyes and jaws back in place. Regains composure. You look quite lovely. I love that guy. I haven't seen him in years either. Or like a year or two, probably. He's so funny. Was one of the funniest guys that's ever kind of kicked about here, huh? Art Strike's an arguable card, I suppose. Red Rocks in Colorado. It's an outdoor venue that's really special. It's built into the rocks of the mountain. Oh, that sounds pretty cool. Oh, so it's like in the Red Rocks. That kind of makes sense when you think about it. Boy, this doesn't bode well. Videos. Red Rocks, nature's perfect stage. It's kind of like the Hollywood Bowl, but like cooler, because it's like built into the. Wow, that's huge. Oh. Yeah, that looks awesome. Yeah, maybe I'll go. Radio Suicide, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. 6 Underground, Wee Woo, Dead Joker, Med Ick, and Root Beer Guy. Congratulations, everyone, and thank you very much.
Welcome to Dog Poop in the Mouth.
I've probably heard this. I remember this album, but I will say I don't remember it well. This one, Science, was that the name of one of the albums? I feel like Science was one I knew.
For this song it's very chill.
Thank you very much, Stat. Hold on, let me whoop this guy's pathetic keister here.
They will never catch me.
Well, I've got my best cards, and I went first. He is a purchased Death Knight Mage deck, so sure some craziness will befall us, but we get to Scourge before he does if we want. Yeah, I know this one. I know this one. Science is my all-time favorite album. That's your all-time favorite album? You like? I'm not a huge Incubus fan, but I like this stuff more than like the Deftones or Carnival, or I like Interstellar. That's my favorite Incubus song. I'm bad at reading Redbeard. I watch you for inspiration. It's a hard game sometimes, man. If you don't get a strong enough deck, like a lot of the times you're not in it, you know. Ant. Get this guy an Ant Link. What's up, Pavel? I missed the scam train. Yeah. We'll start another one, maybe. You never know. I may or may not be singing on the top of my lungs. Hey, that's passion right there. No weapons for us, sadly. I don't want this to cost me the game. Like Shadow or Death, my own god. Sadly, we just don't have a weapon. Well, if thinking about lungs, I don't. Makes me uncomfortable. Think about the inside of my body, or the outside of it. I was riding my bike and I was singing Thin Lizzy today, though. Is that off time? Like, is he doing something on purpose there? I guess not. Sometimes the 12th game is the easiest game. Obviously, our deck is very, very powerful. The Scourge, Titan, awesome run. Let's try to do another one like that. If you're watching this bad boy on YouTube, do me a big favor and hit the like, the subscribe, the follow, the comment. Do you think this deck was fair? Are you enjoying Dual Class Arena? Do you like Incubus? Let's see what they got for us here. Beautiful. Beautiful.